Obituaries are sponsored by Colonial Funeral Home and Stokes Chapel, Fair, Ray, and Perry Spencer Funeral Homes, Boone and Cook Funeral Home and Crematory.
Graveside services for Linda Lee Marsh Smith of Danbury are today at 4 o'clock at Hardbank Cemetery. She will lie in state at Colonial Funeral Home, Stokes Chapel, from 9 until 2. Funeral services for James Michael Hopper of Madison are today at 2 o'clock at Colonial Funeral Home, with interment in Ellisboro Baptist Church Cemetery. The family will receive friends beginning at 12:30. Nancy Lee Shelton Turner, 79, died Monday. The family will receive friends tomorrow at Colonial Funeral Home from 12:30 until 2, with services at 2, and interment in Mayodan Municipal Cemetery. Patsy Marie Wagner Korn, 65, formerly of Lawsonville, died Tuesday. Memorial services will be held Saturday at 1 o'clock at Colonial Funeral Home, Stokes Chapel, with interment in Pleasant Grove Primitive Baptist Church Cemetery. The family will receive friends 2 hours prior to the service. She was born in Rockingham County, was retired from Miller Brewing Company, a union representative for local Teamsters 391, and organized multiple charity events, including the 9/11 Patriot Ride. Survivors include son B.J. Korn and Mandy, brothers Lane Wagner and Sherry, Keith Wagner and Denise, and Worth Korn and Jennifer, 2 grandchildren, and special friends Freddie and Francis Korn. Memorials may be made to the American Cancer Society. Robert Glenn Ogburn, Jr., 78, died Monday. Arrangements are incomplete at Fair Funeral Home. Memorial services for Ellen Virginia Pulliam Craddock will be held Saturday at 12 noon at Summit Road Church of God in Eden, where she was a member. Fair Funeral Home is serving the family. Arrangements for Floyd Douglas Carter, 84, who died Sunday, are incomplete at Fair Funeral Home. A celebration of life for Earl Claiborne Clay Perkins, 75, of Eden, are today at 2 o'clock at Boone and Cook Funeral Home. The family will receive friends starting at 1. Military honors performed by the Rockingham County Veterans Honor Guard and North Carolina National Guard. Garnett Gilly Dunn, 79, of Eden, died Monday. Graveside services are tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Roselawn Memorial Gardens. She was born in Rockingham County and preceded in death by husband Pete Dunn. Survivors, stepchildren Melinda and Wayne Dunn of Eden, Tammy Manning and husband Walter of Greenville, her dog Peanut, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. The family thanks Hospice of Rockingham County for their care. Boone and Cook Funeral Home is serving the family. Public viewing for Alfred C. Hampton, 73, of Eden, will be held tomorrow from 1 until 7 at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Eden. Graveside services Friday at 2. Public viewing for Cassie Broadnax Hampton, 92, formerly of Eden, tomorrow from 1 until 7 at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Eden, with graveside services Friday at 11. Memorial services for Alfred L. Head Williams, Jr., 49, will be held Saturday at 11 o'clock at 403 North Franklin Street in Madison. Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Madison is in charge of arrangements. John L. Hairston, 71, of Eden, died Monday. Arrangements are incomplete at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Eden. Healing begins at Roselawn Memorial Gardens, Ashley Loop, Reedsville, and at Reedlawn Cemetery, Barn Street, Reedsville. Follow us on Facebook.